Should I tell a recruiter that I have a counteroffer? I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, the head coach for Job Search Coaching HQ.com. Now, I want to start off with a couple of questions. In telling the recruiter that you have a counteroffer, what are you hoping to accomplish? Now, if you want to stay where you are, if your current employer has resolved every possible reason why you decided to leave, because it wasn't just about money, it wasn't just about a better job, it may have been involved with coworkers, it may have been about promotional opportunities, then stay. What are you hoping to gain in telling the recruiter? Now, if the counteroffer is one where your current employer says, we'll match the offer, okay, that takes care of the money part. What about the rest of it? By the way, two different types of recruiters, agency recruiters and corporate recruiters. I'll deal with both a little bit later on. But right now I'm talking about you and your side. So, if they've matched the money, so what? If there are all these other things that are problematic, I talk to people all the time. The money gets matched, and they call me a month later and say, "Can you get me that job back?" No, because you burned the bridge. You said yes, and now you're saying no. They have long memories. So, you pause and you ask yourself, why would you want to stay at an organization that's holding you back, is going to just keep you at the same desk for a higher paycheck? If that's the only reason you were leaving and they match the money, you put a gun to their head, force them to up the money, and they're going to remember that come review time or the next time there's a promotion and they have a choice between you and the person that was loyal. They'll reward the loyal one, obviously. But, people get seduced by the money. It's like, okay, here's a little bit more. Oh, can I have it? Can I have it? And they jump for the money. And don't get me wrong, money is obviously important, but there are other factors that are important too. So number one is, why would you consider staying in an organization where you had to put a gun to their head to get the money that you want and may change nothing else, may forget the promises that they make to you, may change nothing once you've turned down the other offer? That's number one. Number two is the difference between corporate recruiter and agency recruiter. Agency recruiter will probably pull out this notion of Counteroffers, The Road to Ruin, which was an article written many years ago in a publication for recruiters, where they try to persuade job hunters that staying at a current job after you've gotten a counteroffer will kill your career. Not because you burned the bridge, but because employers have long memories and they remember the disloyalty. And all they've done is give you your next raise a little bit ahead of schedule, nothing changes, etc. And they will beat you up relentlessly. And you have to very calmly deflect that and say, go to the client, see if they'll up the money. I'll do it for this. And it's got to be a little bit above, because if it's a lot above, forget about it. It's just a waste of time. With corporate recruiter will generally be a little bit more caring in how they approach this. Agency recruiters afraid of losing their fee, the big payday after all the work that they've done. Corporate recruiter will basically say, so why would you want to stay? What is it about this job that suddenly changed that makes it better than our job? Well, they match the money. Well, okay. What about all those other things that they haven't matched that we're improving on? And you may ultimately get to, I need a little bit more, but, when push comes to shove, they'll either be able to do it or not do it, and you're going to have to make a decision. So I'll just say that if it's only the money, remember, you put a gun to their head to get it. And if they've changed other conditions, then it's something worth considering. So, caveat emptor, you have to be careful as you evaluate this. Yes, tell the other recruiters, have reasonable expectations about what you can get from doing it. And I'll just conclude by saying, statistically, what I've seen is that when people stay, problems arise later on. When you change, you're going into a new place with a halo around you. In some respects, it's easier. In some respects, it's harder. But they view you as their savior, as a solution for them, rather than a guy who gave them aggravation on a Friday afternoon. Hope you found this helpful. And again, visit jobsearchcoachinghq.com. Join. I'd love to help you there. Have a great day.